Do you want to take your sales business from here to here? I got 6 techniques I'm going to share with you right now. Number 1, build rapport and trust with your clients. How do we do that? Through active communication with them, through speaking with them on a regular basis, through really understanding what it is that they want, what they need, what they're asking you for, not just keeping your ears closed and saying you're hearing them, but actually listening to them. That takes us to step number 2, using active listening skills. When you're actually speaking with people, don't just be there to be there, but in fact, actually listen to what they're looking for. Probe, ask open-ended questions, which always start with what, where, when, how, why. As they say something, use a mirroring strategy. Pick on 2 to 3 words that they just said, repeat them back, do a little bit of a flinch, and then ask a question. So for example, really, why is that? Oh, a bigger house. Tell me more. See, by doing that and asking open-ended questions, we can start to really dig for the need. They will keep talking. We will learn a lot more. And now we can leverage that to satisfy that need. Step number 3, communicate always. It's never too much. Just checking in. Look, if somebody hired you to do a job and they're trusting in you, they're putting their faith in you to bring them information and to help them find whatever it is that they want. Show them that you care. Show them that you are there. Be in touch with them, whether it's a quick phone call, whether it's a quick text message, whether it's an email with some more information. Even if you have nothing to say, just hearing from you for the moment while we're in the middle of doing this deal together, it would be really nice to know that there's either nothing to report or maybe you've got something for me. But don't leave me wondering, because that doesn't set the stage for a good experience. Step number 4, using persuasive language. Always talking to them and, well, reminding them that time is of the essence. Reminding them that decisions need to be made. Reminding them that the ball is in their court. By making them understand that sometimes, a deal is not going to last forever, we can get them to move a little bit quicker. By using the right words, we can help them make decisions that are going to work better for them. So the language that you use is really, really important. If you're using very light words that show that you don't really care, that there's not a lot of urgency, it's going to be pretty tough to get the deal going. Or at the same time, too, if you know there's timelines to adhere to, make sure that you're holding your clients accountable, letting them know what the realities are, and working them through that process so that ultimately they can get what they want. Step number 5, follow up. You ever heard that cliche line, the riches are in the niches? Do you know that the rest of that line actually follows up with, but the fortune is in the follow-up? Follow up, follow up, follow up. I can't tell you how many times I hear from people, well, I called them once, they didn't call me back. Did you call them again? Well, I don't want to bother them. Or I sent them one email, but that was it. But did you do it again? You see, marketing, branding, communicating, it's about repetition and consistency. It's about constantly being there and not giving up, because those who work hard enough for it, those who put in the effort, truly get the results. But if you're not going to do the follow-up after one call because they didn't call you back, well, you're probably not going to get the deal. So understand that, again, even with your clients or with potential clients, we want to be trying to follow up with people a minimum of between 5 to 8 times. Now, when it comes to frequency, how often, how many days in between, which channel, well, all that comes back into what I call the gut check, right? Really thinking to yourself, who is this person? What was the first communication I had with this person? What may or when may they want to hear from me, or maybe not? And if we use those active listening skills, we're going to have dug for that need and figured out what that need was. We're also going to understand their timelines. So we're also going to be able to use that as a sense of urgency or frequency around when we follow up with them again. But do yourself a favor. Don't just do it once. Do it again and again and again over a period of time. And at some point, you're going to get that deal. Just keep it up. Most people, they give up. Don't be most people. And finally, number 6 for you, embrace technology. Now, some people do that too much. They think that all they need to do is send a text message, or all they need to do is be on social media. It's never enough. I've already encouraged you to make the phone calls. But including the phone calls, include the social, include the email, include the text messages. These are all different channels to communicate with people. Understanding that belly to belly, in person with somebody, and a phone call is going to be your best source of communication. Because the reality is, when you're having a conversation in person or on a phone, people can't just ghost you. They can't just pretend like they didn't read or see the message. They have to answer. So you're always going to get your best responses there. But much the same, like we talked about, support one channel with the next. Make sure that you're leveraging that technology, you're embracing the technology. And I'm going to add on to this, when we talk about technology, don't just leave it all up here to your memory. Get in there, leverage your CRM. put notes in the system, schedule the next touch point, know when you've got to follow up. And then this way, when you see my name come up in your calendar, and you're like, why am I calling David? Well, your notes will be right there for what you talked to me about last time. And whether I was a nice guy, whether it was a bad guy, whether it was a rude guy, what I wanted, maybe what I didn't want, what did you learn, what didn't you learn? And you can use all of that as a jumping off point for your next conversation with me. By using the right strategies, the right techniques, you could take your business from here to here. Follow the 6 steps I just gave you to become a top producer. If you'd like to learn more about how we help salespeople go from here to here, go ahead, go to mindshow101.com, click on coaching, go to one-to-one coaching, set up your free exploratory call. Let's have a quick chat. Let's find out what you're looking to achieve and how we are going to help you do just that.